Hi friends, it's Miss Jennifer at Somerset Academy of Music. And today I'm going to show you how to build basic chords. That's right, today we are going to learn everything you need to know to build a major, minor, diminished, and augmented chord. Before we get started, I'd just like to thank you for watching my video. And if you find it at all helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. And you're always welcome to share my videos with your family and friends. And while you're at it, why don't you go ahead and hype this video too? So today we're looking at basic triads. Triads are chords that are made up of 3 notes, like this. All of the chords we're looking at today will be built using major and minor scales. The better you know your scales, the easier figuring out chords will be. If you'd like to learn more about scales, I have tutorials on every major and minor scale. Check them out here. Let's start with a major chord. As I was saying, chords are based on scales. A major chord is built on the first note, the third note, and the 5th note of a major scale. We will refer to the first note as the root note, and it's also where the scale and the chord get their name. Let's look at the C major scale. It is made up of 7 notes in alphabetical order. They are C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then we end back up at C. The first note, or root note, is C. The third note of the C scale is E, and the 5th note is G. Therefore, the major chord is spelled C, E, G, based on the root, the third, and the 5th. The distance between each of these notes is a third interval. Let's stop for a moment and talk about intervals. Intervals are how we measure the distance between 2 notes. One way we measure intervals is half steps. A half step on the piano is the very next key to the right or left, up or down, black or white. When we measure half steps, there is no 0. We count half steps like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So a major third on the piano is 4 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. A minor third is 3 half steps. 1, 2, 3. The difference between major and minor is always that 1 half step. You will see that one little half step makes a big difference in music. Okay, back to the major chord. A major chord is always made up of a major third and a minor third. So C to E is a major third, 4 half steps, and E to G is 3 half steps, making it a minor third. This pattern will work for any major chord. Let's build a G major chord. The G major scale is G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Remember, a major chord is built on the first note, the third note, and the 5th note of a major scale. Therefore, the G major chord is G, B, D. If we look at the intervals, G to B is a major third. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 half steps. And B to D is a minor third. 1, 2, 3 half steps. Again, you can build any major chord using this pattern. It will always work, whether you use the scale tones, intervals, or counting the half steps. Any of these methods will give you a major chord. Let's learn the pattern for a minor chord. Just like the major chord, a minor chord will be 3 notes that are a third apart. A minor chord consists of a minor third and a major third. There are several ways you can figure out a minor chord. The quickest way is to use a major chord. All you have to do is lower the third of any major chord and it will give you the minor chord. Remember C major? That was C, E, G. All we have to do is lower the third note 1 half step. That's what a flat does. It lowers the note 1 half step. So our E becomes E flat. The C minor chord is simply C, E flat, G. So the formula for any minor chord is the root note, the third note flatted, and the 5th note of any major scale. If you know your minor scales, that will work too. It will always be the root note, the third note, and the fifth note of a minor scale. That will get you the same results. Remember, we can also count the intervals because we know that a chord is made up of a minor third and a major third. So C to E flat is a minor third. That's 3 half steps. And E flat to G, that's a major third. It's 4 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. These patterns will never change. Let's build G minor. Remember the G major chord? That was G, B, D. We can easily turn that G major chord into a G minor by taking the third note, the B, and flatting it and creating B flat. So the G minor chord is G, B flat, D. If you check those intervals, you will see that again we have a minor third and a major third. It always works. Let's do one more minor chord. This time we'll start with A major. The A major chord is A, C sharp, and E. To make it minor, all we need to do is take the third note and lower it a half step. Since the third is C sharp, we are going to lower it by making it not sharp. We call that a natural. So the C sharp becomes C natural. So the A minor chord is A, C, E. Up next, we're going to look at the diminished chord. It's not a common chord. You won't see it as often as the major and minor chords, but it's still good to know, and it's really easy to build. A diminished chord is made up of 2 minor third intervals. The easiest way to find a diminished chord is to lower the fifth of any minor chord. You can also get there by lowering the third and the fifth of any major chord. Let's find C diminished chord. We'll start with our C major chord. That's C, E, G. If we lower the third, we get E flat. That makes C minor. Now, if we lower the G as well, then we'll have C, E flat, and G flat. And that's a C diminished chord. If we check the intervals, we will have 2 minor thirds. Let's build the G diminished chord. We remember that the G major chord is G, B, D. If we lower the third to B flat, that's G minor. And if we lower the fifth to D flat, that makes G diminished. G, B flat, D flat is a G diminished chord. The last chord type we'll look at today is the augmented chord. It's another chord you won't see that often, but it is an easy chord to learn. The augmented chord is made up of 2 major thirds. The easiest way to find an augmented chord is to start with a major chord and simply raise the fifth a half step. So if the C major chord is C, E, G, a C augmented chord will be C, E, G sharp because we took the fifth and we raised it by sharping it. C, E, G sharp is C augmented chord. We remember the G major chord, G, B, D. So an augmented G chord was going to be G, B, and D sharp. Let's look what happens when we make A augmented chord. We're going to start with A major, and that is A, C sharp, E. So an A augmented chord is A, C sharp, E sharp. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Hey, that's F and not E sharp. Yep, most of the time we do call this key F, but in this case, we have to call it E sharp. When we make alteration to chords, we can raise and lower the pitches, but we can never change their letter names. If we do that, then we also change the interval and the chord name. Remember, an augmented chord is made up of 2 major thirds. If we call this note an F, then that changes this interval to a fourth. And the chord name also changes. This causes all kinds of problems we don't have time to discuss today. If you'd like more information on this topic, I will put a link to another video right here that will explain this issue in great detail. So, those are the 4 basic triads, and there are many more to learn. Let me know in the comments what other chords you'd like to learn about. Let's do a quick recap. And if you made it this far, I'm going to show you something really interesting about these 4 chords. Remember, a major chord is made up of a major third and a minor third. A minor chord is made up of a minor third and a major third. A diminished chord is 2 minor thirds, and an augmented chord is 2 major thirds. These chords are all just different combinations of third intervals. And it's that 1/2 step that makes all the difference. Thanks for watching. If you found this video at all helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. Share this video with your family and friends. Hype this video, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video real soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.